Hi guys, yasas que kalos tirfeta to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today we're getting ready to make a delicious 30-minute meal that the whole family is gonna love. We're making balsamic glazed chicken. Now I'm using chicken breast today, but my favorite cut of meat is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Of course you can use meat with the bone in. You're just gonna have to cook it a little longer. Chicken breast always tends to dry out just a little bit, especially when you're cooking it in sauces like this, but the sauce is gonna have so much flavor that it'll all work out in the end. I'm using dark balsamic dressing that's available in the shop at Dimitra's Dishes. We now have products that come straight from Crete. They're all very high quality olive oil, the balsamic dressing, and some other things that you guys should check out on the website. I'm using this, but if you don't have it, I will put a substitute on the website so that way you can make it with things that you have on hand, but definitely give this a try. It has so much flavor. Let's get started. So I have two really big chicken breasts here. Now you can cook these whole. Obviously you should separate them first and just trim off all of the excess fat. But if you have boneless, skinless chicken thighs, that is going to be perfect because they stay so juicy. Now, like I said, you can cook the breast whole, but I prefer to cut them into pieces. They cook easily, better, and it's just easier when it comes to serving them. I'm just gonna season both sides with some salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. So I have a cast iron skillet that's heating over medium heat. I'm gonna add a few tablespoons of olive oil. And again, this is another product that's on our website. So do check it out. It comes straight from Crete, from my dad's village up in Ramni, and it's super high quality and very delicious. Makes a huge difference in flavor. I'm just gonna put the chicken in and I'm gonna brown it on both sides, about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. That olive oil smells so good. So while the chicken is browning, we're just gonna make the sauce. So I have a few garlic cloves that I've grated. These are 3 garlic cloves. The recipe is for a double batch of this, but I'm only making half a batch for this video. We need a 1/4 cup of this balsamic dressing. Now this balsamic dressing has petimezi in it. Petimezi is grape molasses, and it also has some essential oils, so it's very, very flavorful. We also have a white balsamic vinegar on the blog, not on the blog, in the shop, so get whichever one you want. They both work for this recipe. I'm also gonna add some thyme. This is dried thyme. And some dried oregano. And a tablespoon of mustard. And I'm just gonna mix it all together. Okay, the chicken might need an extra 2 minutes like mine did. I had to move some around because the pieces at the edges of the pan didn't really get browned, but now everything is beautifully browned all around. So what I'm gonna do, I have about 3/4 of a cup of chicken stock that I'm gonna put in there to deglaze the pan. And I'm also gonna go ahead and add all of this dressing with the herbs. And I'm gonna move everything around and increase the heat to a medium-high now. And this is gonna cook for another about 8 to 10 minutes or until the chicken is fully cooked and the sauce has reduced. I'm gonna show you what it looks like as soon as it's done. So just like that, the dish is ready in under 30 minutes. It took exactly 10 minutes for the chicken to cook. The thicker pieces do need to reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit, as do all of them, the internal temperature that is. So if you have a meat thermometer, use it to check so that way you don't overcook them. Keep in mind that they are going to continue to cook as they come off of the stove because of the heat of the pan and all that stuff. If you want more sauce, you could definitely pour a little bit more balsamic vinegar and chicken stock in there just to have a little bit more sauce. You can also put a little teaspoon of honey if you like it a little sweeter or thicker. But the petimesi, which is the grape molasses that's in this balsamic dressing, adds so much flavor. It's a little bit different than honey, but honey definitely does work. Time for the taste test. The chicken is surprisingly still soft, tender, perfectly cooked. That sauce has so much flavor. I sprinkled some parsley once it was done, and I do have some of these delicious olive pies that I made because I filmed 2 videos today. Definitely check this recipe out. It's either going to be up before this recipe or after. They're little olive pies, and they're so good for dipping the sauce in and just eating them as a side. To serve this, I would serve this with some skillet potatoes because those also cook really quickly. You can have the whole meal ready in 30 minutes. You can do some Mediterranean rice, some zucchini noodles. So many options. The options are endless. Whatever you serve this with, just make it. The kids are going to love it. The whole family is going to love it. And the next day, if you have any leftovers, they make really delicious sandwiches with some tomatoes and mozzarella. So good. I hope you guys give this a try. The recipe is on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. The shop is on there too if you want to get any olive oil or aprons or this balsamic vinegar. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all next time. Yes, us.